What's happening, people? Welcome to the Straightjacket podcast 154. Before we start the video, we always say please smash the like on the video right now. Yes, right now. And subscribe if you are new. Subscribe to Nuruddin. We are Rangnick feeling right now. The Rangnick era has lifted. Old Trafford yesterday witnessed a 1-0 win. Wasn't pretty, but controlled. I'm happy. But before all that, Nuruddin, how are you, mate? On a very, very damp Monday.
Bitter, cold, mate. Damp, rainy Manchester.
Damp.
At least the rain stayed off yesterday, you know?
Yeah, at least the rain stayed off yesterday.
Just for Rangnick, mate. For Rangnick.
Just for Rangnick. Just for Ralf, mate. Just for Ralf. But Nuruddin, how are you feeling? Obviously, you got off after the game.
I had to come back, mate. I had to come back.
Yeah, for these cats here. These cats are causing nightmares. But Nuruddin, how are you feeling? How's your overall assessment of the game?
For 6 years, it's the first time I watched the game and I knew what the players were doing.
Yeah.
It was clear, defined system. And yeah. So since Van Gaal days,
yeah,
it's the first time I watched Man United thinking, you know what? We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Every player on that pitch knows what they're doing. They know where to be. For my liking, we didn't test the keeper enough.
Yeah.
But team shape, in terms of that first half an hour, like I said, you know, on my review, on my review of the game here on Straightjacket, on the United Real Therapy last night, I said that front line Crystal Palace, mate. Ralph's not at the wheel. Ralph's got the keys to lock up attacking strike forces, man. They were like, we're locked up, he won't let us out. We're locked up. That's what it was. They were locked up. Saha,
mate. Dallo in his pocket, mate.
Listen, when he walked past me, I said to him, I shouted, I screamed, yeah, and then loads of people around me laughed. I was like, Diego, show us your pockets, lad. Show us, check your pocket, let him out, man. It's half time. Let him out, man. Let him out. Let him out. It's half time. But banter aside, Benteke, AU, Saha, we camped them so much.
Absolutely.
Right. And
Lindelof bullied Benteke. When did you hear of that?
Listen, it was about being aggressive, innit? It's about being aggressive. It's about manager telling you this is what you need to do,
rather than sitting back and almost camping in your own half.
Yeah,
we were aggressive, and that's what you want centre backs to do. You have to put. I thought for me, the defence pushed on a yard or 2 yards further forward, you know, to kind of combat that, and that's what you need, Nuruddin. And I think for me, Nuruddin, Did Ralf Rangnick make a statement yesterday and say, right, this is how we're going to play, and if you don't buy into what we're going to do, Nuruddin, then you're not in the team and you're not going to be part of the success at Man United Football Club, if there is going to be one. But I thought yesterday, for me, when I looked at it, I thought first 35 minutes, Nuruddin, I was thinking, what is this United? You know, pressing from
not seen that like this, have you?
I've not seen this from maybe, I would say, I'll be honest with you, when Oli came in at the start, it was very, very much kind of a lot of pressing, a lot of high energy football, and you know, but after that, he kind of went back to his old ways when he got the job. This manager,
we could go back there. Ralph gets the job. We start playing low block FC, mate.
Yeah, mate. So maybe, you know, that's a message that's there. That it's 6 months, Nuruddin. But the first 35 minutes for you, Nuruddin, like, how did you think?
Well, basically, he basically bought the padlock and literally locked up the Palace attack.
Yeah.
Let's not dispute it. That's what he did. We pressed so high.
Yeah.
The two inverted number 10s.
Yeah.
Bruno and Sancho.
Yeah.
Came inside and did so off the ball, but mainly off the ball. We looked like a team that was up for it. And one of the biggest things that I noticed in yesterday's game was the tactical fouling. I mean, we can get to it. We can see. And I've been screaming out for that. I've been screaming out for that.
Did that a few times.
No. The whole team did it. They passed it around. They literally passed it around.
Yeah.
But we can go into it. We're just setting up already for the late 1 o'clock. But by that time, it's already done. But we're doing
absolutely.
Therapy talk. But here, look. When's the last time Man United made this many fouls?
It's crazy. You know what I mean?
When's the last time? And tactical fouling is part of the game. Yeah. Manchester United made 16 fouls.
Wow. That tells you a lot.
16 fouls. And for me, when I see Liverpool, when I see City, they all make tactical fouls. There's a guy called Fernandinho, right? He plays every other week.
He's the worst.
He plays for every other week.
Yeah.
He's there he doesn't go in hard. He doesn't. He just leans on you.
Gives
you that little tap on the knee.
And it's not a yellow card.
It's not a yellow card. He doesn't do yellow card. He's so clever.
Yeah.
City do it because you know why? When you're camping a team in, when you're pressing them in, you can't let them escape. And to me, nothing more typify that than when I think maybe the second time in the game where Diego Dalot got beat by Sahar.
Yeah,
and it was away
twice.
Yeah,
and then
Lindelof came in.
Swiped him.
Take the yellow, mate.
Take the yellow. But we didn't do that though. I remember
we don't do that. We were too nice.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now, we were too nice. 16 fouls. When was the last time Man United did 16 fouls in a game?
We'll have to ask the people. You know what I mean? Where is it? You know, is that an element from Ralf Rangnick to say, you know,
100%. When you camp in anyway, you as a team, you camping the other team in. Yeah. You are then anytime when they try to counter you or get out of that press, you are going for the ball and you might foul them. But I thought that was a tactic for me because teams that press people, hem people in, they do not allow them. You're not allowing yourself to be counter-attacked
you're almost
or letting that team out.
Yeah,
you and that's what happens. And the suffocation comes that you might have to give away some fouls because the other team's trying so hard to get out.
Of course, you know what I mean. And I thought there was the element. Yeah, exactly. The element of
Cheers, Ralph.
Cheers, Ralph. Yeah, we're here. I think the elements of of his pressing style in the first 30 minutes was, to all pack in units, Nuruddin. And
no more headless one man press.
Exactly. No more Bruno just going on his own and thinking he can be hero. And the next thing you know, the defense and in the midfield get exposed. We've seen a level of pressing that was kind of almost like was needed from Man United. We needed to press like that. If we didn't, then for me, we would have been exposed even more because Southampton have the, kind of capabilities of just getting you out of, we look like we're pressing and they can get the ball and switch it over to Zaha, but they could never do it. And Zaha, every time he tried to do it, the ball got out, got stuck between his legs, and he flopped. The crowd were on his case. So for me, I was just buzzing to kind of see this level of football, Nuruddin, and the fans deserve it, man. We've been Old Trafford for how many years, Nuruddin? But is it going to take time, this, Nuruddin? Do fans have to be patient? Of course,
listen, it's going to take time. Like I said it on the tweets, bro. It's going to take time. It's gonna take time, and there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be games that we lose, games that we're not expected to lose. We're going to lose because he's tried to install a style of play into players who've not had a style of play for a long time. Our style of play was get on the pitch, do what you want. I mean, that's what in some ways there's always been tactics, but we can never carry it out truly because Ollie and his coaching staff were never stringent enough to say, listen, you have to do this. If you don't do this, you're coming off the pitch. It was too pally-pally, man. And
it was too pally-pally. There wasn't no accountability. You know what I mean? So when you look at Ralf Rangnick and the title of the video is making a statement, what kind of statement does he need to bring in these next 6 months? And the running now we've got, what would be your kind of your advice, or what would you say to Ralf Rangnick to do? Because we don't want to see this inconsistent level of football. There are going to be rivals who come in every week and say, oh, well, look, you did all this possession football, but what has he got you? And that's the reality.
Listen, they're rattled already. They're rattled already. Listen, for my liking, we didn't work the keeper enough. It shows here, right? It shows here, look.
3 shots on target.
We had 16 shots. So we had the same fouls, same rate of fouls as well. 3 on target. Yeah. And that was part on really, the 3 on target was Bruno's shot. The goal that we scored, and another one where I think somebody tested the keeper. I think
it was. I think it might have been Fred. Fred in the first half.
Somebody tested the keeper. So at the end of the day,
but are you going to get that in this kind of system?
I don't know, of course, because he's still getting used to his players. Yeah, they're still trying to learn, and to be fair, obviously he's quite positive kind of person. He said he was incredible. He's gonna give them more confidence because he was like, what we worked on 45 minutes. In 2 days.
45, that's crazy.
45 because he did you know what he said? He said the weather was disgusting.
Well, someone said and then he said the reporter asked, welcome to Manchester. But then he quickly shut him down, He thought the reporter thought he was clever. Then he said, no, but you have to consider the fact that it was very, very raining. Like it was almost like, the pitch, you couldn't do what he wanted, and that just shows you the fine level of detail that this manager's got, that he needs certain things to go his way.
To be fair, we've got 2 indoor training pitches. Maybe you should have used them. But anyway, like I said, maybe he didn't want them.
Maybe the heat isn't working or something.
Maybe he didn't want them to to be like soft. We want them to be trained because that's the winter. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
of course,
we
of
are
course.
in the winter, and this is going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think of the possession? 61% to Man United.
To me, possession without penetration, you don't
want
mean
it.
nothing. And I'm not asking that, but to me, listen, what I look for, Saeed, is how many shots you had on goal and how many on target. To me, that tells me more about the game. That, to me, shots on target tells me more about the game than what possession tells me. Because you can huff and puff all day, right? But the fact, no, possession with pressing and then creating chances. That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
If let's say if their keeper was man of the match yesterday, we would have lost that game. But we had about 7 or 8 shots on goal, and he made some fantastic saves. I won't be asked about this. The possession. I won't be asked about.
Do you not think that United right now they need control?
No. There's ways to control something. There's different ways to control a football game. You can't control a game without being in possession.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
But it just means that you're not passive. Control means when you're not passive.
Yeah.
When the ball gets in certain areas, you set traps for teams, and then are you getting the his thing, Rangnick, is like keeping that ball away from Man United.
Yeah, of course,
right?
Of course.
That's what's important to him. But there are different ways. Mourinho used to always come out under that low block football and go, we had control. Because Mourinho, football philosophy, he believes that the team that has the least possession, are a threat in the game. The team that has possession can be prone to mistakes. So that's what he believes, right? So that's what he believes, right? But with this style of football, I don't think that Ralf Rangnick is too obsessed about the possession too much. He's obsessed.
But he did say about controlling.
Yeah,
we need to control when we go up
Of course,
forward and the
of
defense.
course,
And
of
he wants that stability.
It's-
Because you know what he said about United is that they shouldn't be conceding 3-4 goals at home.
shouldn't.
You know, he doesn't want a 2-2 game.
No.
He doesn't want that, Nordin. So maybe it kind of does go back to maybe the Van Gaal days where it is very, very much
controlled.
controlled.
Yeah. But with that, to me, the danger with that control is.
And you don't like the Van Gaal days as well. You
listen.
didn't like the snake days and the.
No, because we were just passing. Listen, a lot of the possession stats. If you looked at Van
We didn't
Gaal's
press on
era,
the Van Gaal. I don't think we
yeah.
pressed on the Van
If
Gaal.
you looked at Van Gaal's era, the passing between the fullbacks and to the centre halves was the most in the game.
Yeah.
It was full-back pass to centre half, the other centre half pass to the back. Then ball was just like going from one side to the other side.
Yeah.
We didn't penetrate, right? So for me, possession without penetration does mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
It's just huff and puff football, right? And you can huff and puff and keep possession. Like yesterday, look at Norwich. They had a couple of chances, but they had 60s odd possession at
And
the Tottenham New Stadium, and what happened? 3-0 they got beat.
Yeah.
So for me, it's about the chances you create, right?
Look
and
at
another
Chelsea
game,
yesterday.
on another game,
Chelsea the other day. As well.
yeah. In another game, Harry Kane scores 2, and it's 5.
True.
It's 5-0. But then people will be like, oh, 60%. No, it's about what you do with. So to me, at times, I'm not asked about Man United possession, right? I'm asked about what you do with that possession. What you doing with 61%? Are you penetrating the others? Are you opening them up? Is their goalkeeper making saves? In football, that can happen. You can be unlucky. The opposition team's keeper can have one of those worldly days where he saves everything. Their defenders can have a fantastic game where they block everything on the line. That can happen. But for me, that's why I will always clap. I remember the game where Palace beat us.
Yeah,
Van Arnold. We absolutely smashed them in the second half. I was stood there, people around me were like, disappointed. I'm like, no, I clapped every player off that pitch. Why? Because that's what I want to see Man United play. Because I believe at 100 games, 80 or 90 of those games you will win playing that way. Why? Because the keeper, not every keeper's going to have a worldie against you. You will score goals,
and I think for me the kind of good thing now is that when Ralf Rangnick gets the training in and he gets these guys playing, we will have them high volume chances that when we play this football, because when you look at the game yesterday in terms of the wingers, they're very, very much narrow, and it's about the fullbacks creating from the right and left hand side, which for me Dalot played unbelievable, by the way. But when you talked about yesterday in terms of the wingers being narrow,
it wasn't wingers, it was the 2 number 10. So he played
2 number 10s,
he played 4-2-2-2. That's what he played.
Especially the first half.
And at times when we're out of position, it looked like 4-2-4. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So for me personally, I think Diego Dalot and Telles, they were in good positions, but they could have delivered a bit better.
Yeah,
I thought their deliveries could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
I think obviously he is the kind of guy who literally on the pitch will put you in place. He'll grab hold of you and go here. When the ball is here, when we got this type of position, and I think too many of them, that was in their heads.
Yeah.
Other than letting just their instincts play. I mean, Dalot had that shot in it just before half-time, seconds before half-time. And to me, that was the only time where he got into it. But Ralf Rangnick, this team, he wants to alternate the number 10s, the two strikers to alternate. I did think that we were too lopsided at times. I thought we were more on the left-hand side. With too much left-hand side. And I think Rashford kept coming short.
Story of our season for many years, you know.
But Rashford kept coming short. But I was thinking, you know what, because it looked like Rashford and Sancho were on the same side.
Yeah.
And I looked up to the other side, I was thinking, Sancho can go out wide. And one thing I don't want Ralf Rangnick team to be, where there's two number 10s, at times when Sancho was playing in that part, that number 10, he can be in or out. And we need him out sometimes to stretch. When you got a low block team, the best way to beat them is to go out on the outside.
But maybe that's where the wing backs come into play, and Dalot and Telles and that.
But they didn't do enough for me yesterday. They defended fantastically.
Yeah, I thought Telles didn't do enough, but I think Dalot did. I think Dalot for me, man.
I mean that ball to that ball to.
Is there certain positions in this team, where certain players have to play, Nuruddin? Will Wan-Bissaka give us that outlet on that right side? I don't think so.
At the end of the day, it's about system, innit? At the end of the day,
system is key, man.
System is key, and sometimes just individually, I'm sure that the players played well, right? Oh, I hope you haven't. Look at this. I better get this up, man. I hope you haven't got that Omoscon or whatever the hell it's called. That new variant. Man's been a concept and all that.
Yeah.
No. Man's been a concept.
It's just today, man. I'm just under the weather today.
Yeah.
The weather and all that, man. But yeah.
But for me, the biggest thing was that Man United looked like a team that knew what they were doing, but attacking wise, I just wanted more. I wanted more incisive passing. There was still times the old way of playing on the Jose, on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, hold it without the ball being instinctive, like passing to feet. It was still hold, dally on the ball, then move it on. No, we needed to move the ball quicker, and that's the way you beat a low block. You beat them by going wide, right? Going wide, because what happens when you go wide, right, and you quickly switch the play from one side to side, is that at the time when they're shifting across, there'll be gaps appearing, and then midfielders can go into that space, right?
Of course.
Or you go out wide and get the balls in, but vary it at different heights, mid-waist, ball on the floor, ball in the air. If you vary the crosses, they'll be thinking, oh, this ball is coming in, we don't know what it's going to be. They're not going to be set in time, right?
True.
And I thought that Telles, he got into some good positions. He could have done more. Defensively, like I said, both of them were good. One came up against you, tricky, strong guy. The other one came against Sahar.
But they dealt with it.
Yeah, in terms of what we need to improve, we can't be one lopsided. We can't be. But so you asked me the question about Wan-Bissaka. I think him watching and sitting on the bench do you good psychologically. You're like, I need to up my game, man. I need to up my game.
It's true, because
and sometimes if you don't fit into that system, you're not going to do what Ralph tells you. You know where you're going to end up, man. In this manager, I feel that.
Yeah.
I do feel that, but slightly, I'm a bit worried.
There's no favourites anymore.
Yeah, I don't believe that there is a slightly bit more favourites. I mean, everybody's a clean slate.
It's a clean slate.
I didn't like yesterday, seeing Mickey Fielding's face, Kieran McKenna, and then seeing Darren Fletcher. Darren Fletcher, you're supposed to be the technical director. Take a seat, lad. Take a seat in the stand.
It's not though.
But that's what I'm saying. You're a hammer. Why are you a coach? And now you're barking instructions. Like, sit down, man. What experience have you got? Who are you coached? You're a legend of this football club. You are a legend. And I love you for that. But you ain't got the coaching acumen to go and shout instructions, man. Take a seat, man.
Yeah.
Let the man do his job, man. Chill out. Stop getting overexcited.
But there are people that are coming in. I think there's a head of psychologist, head of sports science. I think they're coming in. But right now, it is still jobs on the board. McFeed, I don't know what he's doing. I think he looked a bit miserable on the touchline to me. I don't know if he's missing his mate, Ollie. You know what I mean? But these guys...
all I'm saying to you is that I'm not part of this Man United DNA business, man. Listen, there's nothing wrong if Darren Fletcher, Michael Carrick, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer were all went away from Old Trafford, went to different countries, became top coaches, top managers, and then wanted to come and manage Man United. No problem. I got no problem with that. Show me what you've done on your CV. Show me the trophies. Show me who you coach. Show me what part of what successful football clubs you've been part of, right? Before you come in, because you play for Man United. I've been screaming this out for how long? Nearly 2 years saying jobs for the boys business FC, and all of a sudden now all of the Muppet pundits are all on it. Right, it looks a bit too like pally. I'm like, you're too late, mate. Stop jumping on the bandwagon. Sit down, mate. He
has to work with a lot, Nuruddin. There's still a lot of players who, you know, have been under these other regime of coaches. So, you know, a lot of people are going to be wanting for that magic wand for Ralf Rangnick.
No, that's not going to happen.
You have to understand that this is going to be a patient. For me, you'll see a different me, man. And I know that sounds crazy to think what I have been through the last 2 years and whatnot, and the last 8 years. But I'll be patient on this manager. But they have to help him out, though. The staff have to help him out. They have to buy into what he's trying to do. You know, and when I look at it, and I still see the other guy, what's his name, you know, Eric Ramsey, still doing the coaching things. I'm like, what's going on here, mate? But they have to work alongside Ralf Rangnick, and that for me will be his biggest test. Can he get the training ground in? We play every game 2 days a week now. You know, apparently we're playing, you know, Norwich and then it's Brentford straight after. You know, what's going on? What's his fixtures? But this is the challenge. Fixtures, yeah, 100%. This is a challenge for Ralf Rangnick. And can he get it? We've got a set of favourable fixtures, Nuruddin. Can we move
on paper?
On paper,
on paper. Football's played on the pitch, mate. On paper.
Absolutely. Can he get this team pushing up the table in terms of results? Have we got to look at this team now?
We have to improve, I think, creative-wise. We need to create more chances for Ronaldo.
Would that be personnel then for you? Because when you look at
I looked at yesterday, if Martial was fit, I would love to see what Martial Ronaldo looks like off front.
Yeah. Rashford, I don't know, Nuruddin. I think he's carrying something. Let me know in the comments below, what you know, how do you think Rashford is doing well? For me, when I look at it yesterday, I thought it was poor, man.
In that first half, below you, because that's where you sit, below you, I'm on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Where you sit, you could see anytime when he made that run from inside to outside, he got him behind Tompkins.
I know.
He got into behind Tompkins, right? But he couldn't repeat that because another times he was getting in the way of Sancho.
All the time, of course.
And sometimes one of you comes short, Sancho always comes short, you go long. That's how it is, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like the third man run. The ball is in midfield. One of you comes short, the other one goes long. Because if that person passes that ball, then that pass is there. I didn't think that we hit him enough because I always look at when the front three are making the runs on the front four. When they're making one, are we good enough to find them? Our defenders is not good enough to find them. Maguire missed the loads. And obviously McTominay missed loads as well.
Yeah, of course.
And Fred is like they missed the runs. And they take we need to play risk football.
For me, I think McTominay sometimes he doesn't drive enough with the ball for me and take that risk. But I think that almost comes with the fact that they're still feeling the kind of pressure of the previous regime. They need to get out of their system, and a lot of these players will have to get out of the system. For me, when I look at Rashford yesterday, I just thought he lost that bit of explosiveness.
Too many times he got caught offside second half.
Oh my god, mate,
too frustrating.
It was unbelievable.
You can see across the line, man. You're not deeply central. You can see across the line. Stop getting caught offside. But to me, it's also about the players that playing the right ball. Because people getting caught offside, it's not just about him being eager. It's the timing of the ball, the pass being released. And I think too many of our midfielders and our defenders are a bit too dilly-dally. To me, Telles has got a wonder of a left foot. Just down the channel, man. Make that ball, hit that ball into the channel.
But then we don't have many players that come in the box, and that's a problem. And we have Ronaldo, for me,
it comes out. So that's what I'm thinking about Ronaldo.
He looked a bit leggy yesterday.
You know what? To be fair, because he was running a lot. You know, and anybody who said he can't press.
First half,
he did press, mate. He did press.
He did press.
And even towards the end, he was still trying to. Every time he lost the ball, he was trying to regain the ball. So it's very interesting what he was doing. But we will see. In the coming weeks and months, but it's going to take time. So it's going to take time. It's not magic wand. There's no magic wand in football.
There isn't.
It's going to be hard work on the training ground. They need to be told, like, this is how you're going to play, but we need to create more. Having control of the game for controlling sake, I'm not about that. Control, making chances. With intent of making chances and scoring goals. It's the way. It's the way. It's the new look Man United.
With more training,
that'll come.
More, with more approaches, that will come. But it's for me as well. It's about personnel. We've got a lot of talent, Nuruddin. And how do you balance this talent? How do you get control of who wants to play? Who's who's adaptable. You know, he took off Sancho when he had a quiet second half, rightly so. You know, but can he do more? Can he get this team? You know, because he got like, Greenwood wants to make a statement. Amad Diallo, you know, Martial, like it's not
Elanga, not mentioning
Elanga. You know what I mean? Look at Elanga. You know, who would have thought that? He didn't even play Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in there.
Nah, he played. He played a couple of times towards the end of the season. Watch yourself.
In the Premier League, we got Seedorf behind.
Watch yourself. Watch. Move yourself, you little rascal.
Yeah. So
get down.
We have a lot of you know decisions to make, Norton.
We have
do you think Rangnick can get hold of this squad and understand? You know,
he's still getting to know the players. To be fair, he's still getting to know the players.
Yeah,
he's still getting to know his players, and it's going to take time. But we'll see in it. To be fair, there's games in the next game, so I think he's going to use with a video analysis, like I predicted it.
Yeah.
As I predicted.
Yeah.
Another one, people, just letting you know. That video analysis the most, because you can't do the actual coaching on the pitch.
No, you can't. You can't. That's good that he said that. You know,
yes,
he wants a video analysis. He wants, you know, that kind of. You know,
I mean, one of the top guys I thought it was going to come, but as you broke it to me last week, get away, rascal.
The cats are causing havoc, people.
Get away, get down.
The cats are causing havoc. Yep, there we go. We got now Scholesy, who's here. Scholesy, what do you want, Scholesy? What's up with you? What's up with Scholesy?
He's going to stay here. That's what he's doing. He's staying here.
There you go.
Drop now. I'm not having you.
There you go then, and Seedorf's like, yeah, I escaped.
Yeah.
But you know what it is, yeah, for me though, the young boys game will be.
He's going to use the games. I'll just make this point. He's going to use the games as a way of telling them. So he might tell them to talk through with them with video analysis. This is what you did right. This is what you did wrong.
Yeah.
So actually, us playing so many games, it can be a good thing if the players are listening and taking exactly what he wants from them. Because you could say then, this is what you did wrong in the game. Prove it to me in this game that you've listened.
Yeah.
And those who don't listen, it's gonna be sink and swim.
Yeah, it is. And who do you think, when you look at them players, who do you think like will get that?
I think.
Or do you think don't get giddy?
Nah. Listen, to me, it is about a lot of these players are playing for their careers. I mean, you can think by the summer side. If he's allowed to have any power, he'd be able to sift out, because the squad is too bloated. It's too bloated, and Man United's youngsters have been hamstrung by that, because we don't like now. Elanga should be in the team.
Yeah.
Ahmad should be in the team, but we've got too many forwards. We were imbalanced.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a clean slate for everybody. I thought McTominay, even though I thought first half he was aggressive in the press.
Yeah.
Second half, they gassed out. To be fair, 60 minutes, majority of people gassed out.
Everyone gassed out. Yeah. Everyone.
60 minutes, everybody gassed out.
Yeah.
But there were a lot more. One of the things he said yesterday after his press conference, and this is the thing, in England, in Italy, all the other top leagues in Europe, you're allowed to make 5 substitutions.
Yeah, true.
That would have been perfect, but the Premier League defaulted it down. I understand why the small teams don't want it, because they don't have the resources to be able to change it. But it would have been magical. If we had that with Ralf now, that would have been magical, because we would see, he'll be telling people to go and give me 50 minutes.
Yeah,
55 minutes. Gas out, push, and then the other ones will come on and then push. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that would have been a way for him to get across his philosophy in terms of like pressing, high tempo, camping teams in. But we don't have that luxury. He'll have it in the Champions League, but we could be out.
No, we're through, by the way.
No, we could be out.
Oh, as in
after 2 games.
After 2 games, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we could be out.
I'm excited for young boys, I'm excited for young, because I want to see the next kind of.
I think don't be surprised to see Elanga play, Greenwood play.
You know, Wan-Bissaka, your Bailly.
Ronaldo wants to play, definitely.
Ronaldo, I think he should be given a rest. Come on, surely. You know, Martial and the rest of them can do a job. Greenwood, for me, can do a job. You know, there's a lot of, you know, it's crazy to think that Man United have got all this talent and we've kind of like failed like for this season. Like when you look at the array of talent right now, it just shows you balance is key, isn't it? But system is key as well. You know, because the amount of goals we're shipping in. Even the stewards are happy around me. They're saying, "Oh, you know what? Solid foundations being built," and that's what I think. You know, Ralf Rangnick is doing. He's making a statement saying, "We're not shipping in goals, no, we did." You know. But the thing is, what would you rather have though?
Listen, let's put it in balance, right? It was Crystal Palace. They have been on a woeful form recently. This is their most terrible.
No, but they've been away from home. They've been good.
Nah, they've been good, but recently they've been beaten, innit? So they lost the last group. They don't have a massive squad like we do. They've got loads of injuries, And we put it in that context. And to be fair, before we scored, they had the best chance in the game. AU puts that away.
True.
All of this pressing, that means nothing. Because if you can't mark properly on a set piece, and that's what I'm talking about, Fred. It was Jekyll and Hyde. Fred was with AU, then he runs that way. AU runs this side.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
It's the most surreal thing. And then obviously he's got a fantastic positives like Fred. I mean,
Fred is it's like Marmite, isn't it? You know, you either love
Jack,
him or
I've
you
never seen a footballer
Divide
within
opinion.
5 minutes, right? You would have the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Absolutely.
In 5 minutes.
In 5
game.
minutes.
Not 95 minutes.
Yep.
In 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because AU.
Have you witnessed a play like that in Man United? Why have you been watching
Not
United?
not really. But I'm
Where he
hoping
gives you the
that-
bad, the ugly, and the good, all in one.
No, not really, because those players don't, because there's too many bad and ugly. You know what I mean?
What about Marmite then? Was there a play that people liked, the fans?
Like Nani. Some people didn't like Nani.
Nani,
Nani used to give the ball away, but for me, I always loved him because he would do something. He would do something
It
unexpected.
was frustrating at times in terms of, you know, he'd have good performances and bad performances.
But it's about taking people. He will lose the ball. He will lose the ball.
He'd do it
sometimes.
again. He'd keep doing it.
But when he came off in the big games, woo, magic, mate.
Liverpool. Remember that Liverpool game when we beat them 3-0? It was unplayable that day. I think he scored that goal.
To me, it was Arsenal away in the Champions League.
Oh, Arsenal away.
When it dipped between the two of them.
Oh my God, mate. That was, for me, saucy, mate. Bayern Munich, remember at home. We lost that game, but it was unbelievable.
Yeah, so listen, there were certain players
Nani, by the way, was unbelievable.
That have been a bit like, I don't know about him. But for me, Fred played well. His stats show that
Is he starting to become like, you know, the player that now Ralf Rangnick will love? You know, because he said it, he goes, everyone, everyone loves Fred. Fred is a very, very likable character.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what it is? A lot of people give him stick here, but sometimes we have to praise his willingness to keep going no matter what.
Yeah.
He could easily fold during it.
Yeah. Can you imagine like social media as well? Like, you know what I mean? He could see what he's doing. But
Yeah,
listen,
absolutely.
that's why I said too much, Saeed. I said I can't judge the players anymore. Because we wanted to watch the games, the Liverpool game, the Villa game, the Everton game. We're there watching it.
Yeah,
and we're thinking, this is on the coaching, man. This ain't just the players. The players are not this bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So making huge judgments about the players individually, other than when they've got the ball, how they're playing or what they're doing. But I mean, I think our frustrations, because we couldn't change the management, because the bankers didn't want to change the management and the coaching, right? Was too much focus on the players, blaming the players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was, and that was a problem.
But don't get me wrong.
Scapegoats.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Fred is a very frustrating footballer, though. He's super frustrating.
There's times where he does like things where you're thinking, Fred, man, and the people around me, by the way, don't take it. They're showing their emotions, mate. But then I keep saying to myself, I said to the people around me, but don't worry. He always has a few bad moments, but he'll come back again. And he came back again second half. He did well certain parts of first half. Yes, he'll give the ball away a lot. Yes, sometimes he's very knee-jerk and he goes in for tackles and then he loses it. Or he'll go in for a press and then lose out, you know.
But with this system, Fred is going to be one of the players we can already see. He's going to be one of the players that's going to be key to the system.
Yeah.
The thing that what most people won't see, and this is like a lot of lazy punditry, right? But watching the game yesterday, watching that game, I saw when the team's more together. So there's a moment, they can find it on social media, but we were like 35 yards away from their goal, right? Maguire and Lindelof were 35 yards from Palace goal.
I know.
That's how high we pressed. But I said against the Arsenal game, and by the way, let me just put this to rest. Let me just have my 2 minutes rant incoming. All of the Muppets, right, lazy pundits, right, who said, oh yeah, Darren Fletcher's talking to Ralf, that was Ralf's tactics. What are you talking about? The Villarreal game, the Chelsea game, the Arsenal game, compared to this game.
Oh man, no.
Are you kidding me?
It's head above shoulders, mate.
It's different worlds.
Yeah, different worlds.
Right, so all of you, we slightly pressed in a certain thing. Look at him, the little rascal. Look at him getting overexcited, right? We pressed to a certain extent, right? Against Chelsea at times, against Villarreal, but not like this, mate. No chance.
It's a different level.
No chance. So all of you can sit down and etch. Don't let me swear, but you know the rest. Yeah, you know the rest.
Yeah.
The other thing that what we don't notice is that I expect McTominay and Fred's passing to get better. Why? Because when the team is playing as a team, as a unit,
yes, absolutely.
The spaces are closer,
yeah,
and it's easier to pass the ball 10 yards forward than it is 30 yards forward, right?
Of
because
course, it always is.
More people can cut out that passing lanes. Then if it's 10 yards, if you're 10 yards away from me, I can find you quicker.
Absolutely.
Then I can find you and easier than you being what? 30 yards away from me.
Or football that's in between the lines as well.
Exactly. Against Arsenal, at times, between our midfield and our defence, we were like two different continents. Our midfield are in one continent, our defence is on another continent. In this game, we didn't see that. So it's easier for me, for the midfield players, especially, their passing to improve. Because you're not hitting longer distances.
Are you worried about that midfield then? In terms, I think for me, that midfield is a massive key area.
Of course,
I want Fred, but I'm sorry, I've got no McTominay agenda, but I just don't think he's cut out for this, man.
But you know what? This kid, it's got racket protection at this football club. I'm telling you now. He's got protection. I'm telling you.
Alex Ferguson will say, listen, keep him in there, mate. And that's the problem. I've got no agenda.
No, I don't think Alex Ferguson will be involved. I doubt it. But it's just, he's the academy guy. And they know it's just been something that's been happening for the past...
is he in there?
No, 2-3 years it's been happening. You know, this brainwashing. Soon as Jose invented that award for him for passing the ball backwards. And Jose came out in a press conference and said that. And said, oh, even the crowd were moaning at him. He didn't listen to the crowd. He listened to me and he passed the ball backwards.
Yeah, true. You know, when you look at Fred,
this is what happened.
And you look at and you analyse his McTominay, you know, is he in there just because of the fact that he can press maybe better than players like Donny van der Beek?
Nah,
maybe that he stretched the defence, his energy. He plays 90 minutes most of the time. You know, is he got more fitness in the bag rather than or match rhythm in the bag than Donny van der Beek? And I don't say you can only get that, but all he hasn't given Donny van der Beek chance even in Champions League games. You know, so games where you need to get your minutes, your full 90 minutes, all he hasn't still given you. But McTominay has had 90 minutes after 90 minutes after 90 minutes.
I mean, he was rushed back from a groin surgery. So to me, it's how much do we blame Scott McTominay? How much do we blame the robust Ole Gunnar Solskjaer talk speech, where robustness is the key? I just look at it and I just see it as Scott McTominay has to improve. I think his passing should improve. To me, it's a clean slate for everybody with this new manager. But for me, it's like I want this new manager to have his own coaches, so these coaches are not biased. And I feel like these coaches are all biased to protection racket Scott McTominay. That's why there's a pushback. But Manchester United Football Club have been brainwashing the fan base since that day that Jose got him a trophy, made a trophy. He didn't get the Young Player of the Year. He didn't get that year. He didn't get it. It wasn't him. But Jose invented a new trophy for him.
Right, because he was even at that time. Maybe Marino thought, I want that hard man.
No, it's not about hard man. Listen, you can want them to be. We all wanted Ole to be this guy, an expert or Zidane. At the end of the day,
I think everyone said that.
No. But what I'm saying to you, when he first came in, we wanted him to be the best manager. But you can wish and wish well, and if you're not it, you're not it. I just believe for Man United to go and win Champions League and to go and win league titles, Scott McTominay ain't starting every week for Man United.
And
it's not.
That's the reality.
And that's just my feeling. But I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Absolutely.
Because I will come out. I don't have any agenda against any players.
We always support the ball.
This is what I'm saying to look. I have zero agenda. Right? These rascals, honestly. Right, Strozy. Hey.
Go fetch that.
Go and fetch that. Listen. The biggest thing is for me, I want every player to prove all of us wrong. Any of us who are critics of any player, want to prove, because I will come out and say, I say it with my chest.
Dalot for me.
Scott McTominay has shot me up, silenced me. That's why when I tweet sometime before the games, can they silence me? Can you shut me up? I say
you've got nothing to lose.
I've got nothing to lose. It's win-win for me.
Win-win.
It's win-win, right? But do I believe Scott McTominay in the long term for Man United to get back to where we used to be? He's got a lot of improvement to do, but I believe within this system he will look a lot better because he doesn't have to pass too much. And one thing about Rangnick, he'll tell you, "What are you doing?"
True.
No, this nicey. Well done, Scott.
Well done, mate.
None of that. What are you doing?
True.
I've told you to pass that ball forward. If you don't do it next game, you're taking a seat next to me, mate. And that's what I want. The only thing that to me, I just want these coaching staffs in quickly. That's my frustration side.
True.
Because I don't want any of the biased stuff from the previous.
What do you?
It's almost like being in a relationship with somebody. They're broken up, but they're next to you where your new partner is there. Do you know what I mean? And they're talking to your new partner.
Saying,
oh yeah, well this and that. Nah, mate, you want a clean slate.
Yeah.
With the coaching, so that's what we want.
Yeah.
And the midfield will improve, but have you got any cover for them? Can Matic do that type of intensity pressing?
Yeah.
In a game like that for 60 minutes, he can't. I believe within the next couple of weeks or so that Donny van der Beek will prove that he can play as a number 8 and will have to be played there, because Donny van der Beek is not there to be substituted for Bruno.
Not.
He's not.
Absolutely.
There's more to him. You're missing a lot of Donny van der Beek's qualities. Then you're missing a lot of his qualities. If you just think he's just like a Bruno, he's not like a Bruno. He's not.
And there's still, I think some of the players like Donny, will still be thinking of still leaving.
Yeah, but listen. Within I'm gonna say it now. Listen, this is on the record. Yeah. In 6 weeks' time, we'll be sat here, and I'll tell Saeed, the kid is gone.
Yeah.
And he deserves to go. If the next 6 weeks, if Donny van der Beek doesn't look like he's playing, he's gone, mate.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. So
he's got to, because at the end of the day, it's like proving a point that.
Are you kidding me? He has to try to get him back in that Dutch squad. He's good enough to play in the World Cup, mate. Are you kidding me?
I know.
He's good enough to play in that World Cup.
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking. And did you see Ten Hag's interview yesterday?
No, what did he say?
He goes, crimes. It's crimes, mate. He said, what Man United have done to Donny van der Beek is unbelievable.
Crime against football.
Honestly, it's crime. It's crime. That's what we've done to protect Scott McTominay, who doesn't even play in midfield. He's not good enough to play in midfield for Scotland.
Yeah.
And it's no disrespect to Scotland. This is no disrespect. I'm actually bigging Scotland up. They have a higher standard of quality in midfield that they demand from. He plays a centre back.
Yeah.
Because that's the only place in the team that they can get him in. They're short on centre back.
Yeah, of course. Just before we kind of proceed to the fixtures, Norwich. Are you confident for Norwich, your young boys, this week?
Listen,
Can we get 6 out of 6?
We should. We've got the players.
But
we've got the talent. And in the Premier League, you know what that ground's like, mate. Norwich.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's a 5 o'clock. It's under the floodlight,
mate. It's loud, mate. We played them last time as well, 5:30 kickoff as well.
Yeah, and
so,
listen, it's all first goal. If they score the first goal, their fans are in it.
Small ground.
They're all in it. Yeah, they'll sit. Literally, you sit on top of the pitch, like literally, you're there. You can hear the fans, as a player. You can hear I can hear conversations.
And they're very, very loud fans.
Yeah, a couple of thousand fans away, honestly, because it's that tight. It's very tight stadium.
Yeah.
For me, Man United should have enough talent and ability to beat them, but it'll be all about the first goal. To me, in the next 2 games now, Wednesday and Saturday, I see the team making more chances, because I believe if we make more chances, we'll see more goals.
Yeah, we'll see more goals, you know what I mean, and hopefully we can get this positive feeling. But is Ralf Rangnick, just before we wrap up the video, making a statement at United?
He's making a statement, but he needs his people in.
Yeah,
because I'm not down with Darren Fletcher screaming things, mate. Darren Fletcher, what have you done, bro?
Yeah.
What have you done? Show me your coaching. Have you been coaching at Bayern Munich? Have you coached at Ajax? Have you done the job in Lyon? Where's your CV, bro?
Where's the CV?
Where's your CV? Why are you thinking now you're the guy that's making? Nah, mate.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
We need coaches that worked with this guy before, that understand exactly, because he's 63 years old, so he can't just do it. He'll run out. He'll gas himself out. He'll
get stressed.
He'll get stressed because telling players you need different voices. That's what coaches do. That's why you have so much backroom staff.
Yeah.
You need different voices to work one-on-one with players.
Absolutely.
Under the instruction of the manager.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to see. But we need to. Possession without penetration is nothing.
Yeah.
Huff and puff. That's what I call it. Huff and puff FC will come then, and that'll be like the way Van Gaal press.
Yeah.
But what Van Gaal was keep possession of the ball for keeping possession sake, pressing without creating anything. The reason why you press is to win the ball back, because the Gegen press, the number 10. That's why you have inverting number 10s. The number 10 is what? The press.
Yeah,
the press is the most creative thing. That's why you don't rely on one individual player.
No, you don't.
The system.
It has to be
you can bring other players into the system, and the system is what determines how the team plays.
Absolutely. But people, We're gonna wrap up our podcast here, podcast 154. Big up to everybody who's watched right now, you know what I mean? I know people are watching. We always get 1,000 likes on this video, so let's achieve that target again. So hit the like button, you know what I mean? Big up to everybody who's watching. Luridin, make sure you follow this guy.
Yo, we're on. We reached 4,000. Yeah, we reached 4,000.
But big up to, what do you want to say to the people, man?
Listen, big up to every one of you, man. Seriously, we're now 800 short of 5,000, man. So let's get there.
Yeah,
can we get there in the new year? Can we get there by the end of February? Can we get there?
Let's see. You know what I mean? Start to the people, man. Start to the people.
Listen, subscribe to the channel. I got a Crystal Palace. Big up Richie, eagle-eyed. Big up. He was bigging you up last night.
Yeah,
big up, He's been watching since back in me and you were, and
big up, man.
We're doing a video. So big up eagle-eyed Richie. You know what? He came on for the preview, and then he came on for the match reaction last night.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're gonna try to do, man. We're gonna try to grow. We're gonna be doing a show now, actually, at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
To basically
would have been out. So
yeah, by the time this is out, but so check it out. Prem Therapy Talk, and if you're fans of other clubs, we go in depth all the games of the weekend.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because I've decided now I watch every game now, majority of games, and definitely the therapy is going to Stamford Bridge this weekend.
There you go, then. You know what I mean? Too short. Honestly, them fan bases. I'm sorry, Chelsea fan, but I just can't stand them, mate. Because they come at you like millions, man. So big up to everybody who's watching. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye. Peace.